following is a presentation of TNT Sports.
New Milwaukee GM and head coach Mike Dunleavy has wheeled, dealed, and surrounded himself with 7 new faces. The surprise Blue Edwards with a double-digit offensive attack. Bob Weiss is in search of the shots lost in the Texas Triangle. Dominique and company are close to finding the right combination as a 3-game homestand begins next.
Along with Goose Gibbons, this is Bob Neal. Welcome to beautiful downtown Atlanta. You see the skyline, the new Georgia Dome, and alongside the Omni, where tonight the Central Division battle between the Milwaukee Bucks, who are off to a surprisingly good start at 4-2, meet the Atlanta Hawks, who are 2-3. These are 2 Central Division teams who are looking from the wrong side up at Chicago. They have had disappointing seasons in recent years. Both of them have made some significant changes in their teams, and we're going to get a good idea of how good they're going to be when they match up here tonight. And Goose Gibbons, first of all, let's talk about Milwaukee. The first thing they did was add former Lakers coach Mike Dunleavy as GM and head coach, and 7 new faces.
Yeah, Bob, maybe the best thing about this Milwaukee team is that the guy with the biggest name is sitting over on the bench in Mike Dunleavy. What this has meant, though, for this ball club is Mike has been able to get on the guys, make sure that they understand that the way for them to be successful is to outplay everyone. If you look at their numbers on the defensive end of the floor, and that's where hard work really shows, you'll see what they've been able to do here in this young season. They have first in forcing turnovers. They hold their opposition down to around 40%, which is second in the NBA. And then the thing that is most important, they've allowed opposition around 90 points per ball game, and they are 5th in that category. So they've been very successful on the defensive end of the floor.
And they've been scoring 107 points a game. The man leading them came in a trade from Utah, Blue Edwards. I always have liked him. Dunleavy calls him a mini Charles Barkley, and he matches up against Wilkins tonight.
Right. You have to like the guy because he plays hard every night out. You look at his numbers, and he's way up from where he was back when he was at Utah, where he was 3rd, 4th guy on that ball club. But 23 points per game, a little bit more than they expected, but they'll take it every night. Dominique, of course, his numbers every year up around the 30-point mark. The problem, though, is Bobby Weiss has expressed some concern about Dominique's shot selection, and it shows right there in his field goal percentage, just around 42%.
And one other note for the Hawks, number 1 draft choice, rookie Adam Keefe from Stanford will be starting for the first time in his career.
The Hawks have needed some rebounding in that starting lineup. They've also needed a passer, and this is what Adam Keefe brings to the lineup.
And Stacey Augmon, back off that minor knee surgery, gets a start tonight for Atlanta, too. We'll be back here for the tip-off in just a moment. Right after this commercial timeout, we'll be joining Ernie Johnson Jr. in our studios in Atlanta.
The NBA on TNT is brought to you by Budweiser, the king of beers. The only beer with a taste as genuine as the people who drink it. Nothing beats a Bud. And by Jeep and Eagle, a division of the Chrysler Corporation. In the car business, you lead, follow, or get out of the way.
This man's incredibly close, comfortable shave comes from the Norelco razor. But to see how he got it, we must go back to when he began shaving. Not just above the skin, but below it. Here, our lift and cut system lifts the hair so when it's cut, it can drop below skin level without the blades touching your face. Try it, and you'll keep going back to Norelco for a perfect shave. Norelco, we make close, comfortable.
85 copies a minute, 5,000 copies an hour, remote monitoring, and a full 3-year guarantee. Introducing the Mita DC 8585 high-speed copier. The company that has given 58 years to the cause of making business more productive makes its most sizable contribution ever. Call 1-800-858-MITA.
prices you can afford. You'll find it all at your Christmas electronics store.
We have so much to celebrate. Corbel Champagne.
All right, the Bucks and Hawks will tip it off in just a couple of minutes. Ernie Johnson in Atlanta with a look at the NBA news tonight. We'll start in Cleveland. The Cavs have put Brad Daugherty on the injured list. Tendinitis in his left knee has kept the 7-footer out of the last 2 games. Cleveland lost them both, and now he'll miss at least the next 5 games. In Phoenix, it looks like Kevin Johnson is just about ready to come back after missing all 5 games with a groin strain. KJ worked out last night, worked out again today, and he could be back for Sunday's game with the Bulls. The Suns are off to a 4-1 start despite missing their all-star point guard. The first NBA player of the week this season, Orlando rookie Shaquille O'Neal. He is tied for 5th in scoring with nearly 26 points a game. He's the leading rebounder in the league with over 16 a night, and he is 3rd in block shots. Man alive. Can you name the last rookie, folks, to win Player of the Week honors in his very first week of action? Was it Bird? Was it Michael? Was it Magic? No. Shaq is the first. And there are still 3 first-round draft picks who have yet to sign, but folks in Dallas are hoping that might change in the next few days. The Mavs took Jimmy Jackson 4th overall. There is renewed optimism there. GM Norm Sanju will meet with owner Donald Carter tomorrow about a new contract proposal that could bring Jackson into the fold. Doug Christie was the 17th pick by Seattle. He has changed agents. There's no dialogue ongoing with Seattle brass. Not much happening there. And John Barry, chosen 21st by the Celtics. There is dialogue there, but things have reached an impasse. The Celtics are exploring the possibility of a trade involving John Barry. And the Celtics and most of the NBA in action tonight. Only 5 teams with the night off. Back with updates at halftime, but just ahead, we'll take it down the block to the Omni. Bucks and Hawks, Tuesday night hoopage on TNT.
Want to Jam City and I'm the mayor.
Yo, fella, how about a game of hoops? Hey, what? With you? No, with your mama. Mom?
This guy was good, but he was all dribble.
Say what? Come on, man.
Man, he deserved one of these.
Franchise on the court, bud. Solid.
This is one of the easiest places for a Jeep Cherokee to go. But not because of its proven capability or its legendary Jeep ruggedness. What makes it so easy to bring the classic Jeep Cherokee here is the price. Now save an additional $500 on new 93 Jeep Cherokees.
All right, gentlemen, today is the first day of basketball. All 27 or 28 guys for 12 positions.
All right, go. Get up. Nice and easy.
I assume you think you can play basketball.
A coach can put you on the team. Your teammates can make you hustle. A scout can get you a scholarship, and the right school can get you on the team.
William.
But only the love can make you a player.
Marcus.
You got the love.
Coleman. Pugh. Thomas.
Kids, don't look now. The Jeep is kicking up a storm. Yeah. Luck of the Irish? Not for this Celtic. Robert Parrish uses kung fu to keep his mind sharp and body strong. Also, starts your engine. It's time to cruise with New Jersey's Derek Coleman and Miami's Steve Smith. Together, they breathe new life into old cars. Not your normal features, not your normal announcers, not your normal sports show. But then again, who wants normal? NBA Inside Stuff. Saturday morning, check your local listings.
Bob Neal and Jack Evans with you from the Omni in Atlanta, Georgia. Here are tonight's Jeep Eagles starting matchups.
Well, don't be surprised if you see Willis guarding Bukowski. Adam Keefe will be matched up against Anthony Avent. Of course, the matchup that we highlighted in our stand-up, Edwards on Wilkins. See if the Hawks try to post Wilkins up early in this ballgame.
And the coaches for tonight's ball game. First of all, Mike Dunleavy, third year as a head coach, first year at Milwaukee, with great success at Los Angeles, one of the brightest minds in the game. He's also general manager. And Bob Weiss, his fifth year as head coach.
Hold it. What is this, automatic co-pilot? Who's this guy talking to? For once, I want to see the whole picture. Yeah, letterbox.
TNT Special Letterbox Edition 2001, A Space Odyssey. Thursday.
College football has always captivated the American sports fan. Now, every Saturday, join Paul Crane and Danny Sheridan as they bring you today's game in all its glory on College Football Preview. Saturday mornings at 11:30 on CNN.
Salsa Cycles just came back to AT&T.
Well, how come they won't take me back?
In fact, over 100,000 businesses have come back.
Hey, I'll make it 100,001.
Come back to AT&T now, and your small business will get credit for a whole month of long distance.
Oh, my whole career's a small business.
AT&T, we want you back.
Ah, come on, will you? Even my wife took me back. I mean, not for long. Oh, she'll hear from me, too.
This is one of the easiest places for a Jeep Cherokee to go. But not because of its proven capability or its legendary Jeep ruggedness. What makes it so easy to bring the classic Jeep Cherokee here is the price.
Now save an additional $500 on new 93 Jeep Cherokees.
Grand Cherokee Limited. With an available 220 horsepower V8 and exclusive standard driver's side airbag, no other vehicle gives you so much latitude.
Hello?
Honey, we need to get rid of my car.
Yeah, we need to make this someone else's problem.
We are not going to sell you someone else's problems. All of our used cars are reconditioned to be as good as new. If not, we just won't keep them. If we can't give it Gresham Dodge's 48-hour return policy and our 30-day guarantee, we'll wholesale it to another dealer. That takes all the risk out of buying a used car. Gresham Dodge, there's absolutely no reason to buy a used car anywhere else.
You are getting hungry. You are getting very hungry. You want a colossal burger and fries from Burgerville, where burgers come from. When you awake, you will rush to Burgerville for a colossal and fries the first time someone says, "Hey there." Ready? Awake. Hey there.
Time is running out for the people on Earth, and time is running out for 3 men trapped in space.
The explosion that follows will disintegrate every building within 100 miles.
These people are in for hell.
Two sci-fi thrillers back to back. A Fire in the Sky and Marooned. A Sci-Fi Frights double feature. Wednesday night beginning at 8 Eastern on TNT.
Okay, so these guys may know a little more than we do about Bud. It's the rice.
It's the hops. It's the rice.
But of course, we know a lot about other things. Hi, can I buy you something to drink? Yeah, like maybe a light beer? Or maybe you'd like a Bud.
Someday, boy, you're gonna learn from your mistakes.
I want a car. A car that moves. I've had my father's car, my older brother's car, a car that died pulling out of the lot. I want a car with power. Tell me it has 230 horsepower like the Subaru SVX. Tell me it'll produce 228 pound-feet of torque. I don't know what that means, but I like it. Tell me it's built like a Subaru. I don't want any more mechanic friends. I have enough friends, too many friends. Don't tell me how it'll handle on an open road. What's that? Tell me how it'll do in Chicago. Chicago on a lousy day. Tell me it has all-wheel drive like a Subaru SVX, so it's good on Vermont snow, good Miami rain, good on the road. road filled with drivers with their learner's permits. Don't tell me about wood paneling, about winning the respect of my neighbors. They're my neighbors, they're not my heroes. Tell me it has special lash adjusters like the SVX so there's no more valve adjustments. Tell me it has an airbag and windows I can slide down when it rains and not get soaked like an SVX. Tell me. I have the money. I want to know what to drive.
Braun introduces Flex Control, the first electric shaver with a pivoting head. Flex Control automatically adjusts to every contour of your face. Under the chin, under the lip, that tricky spot under your nose. You'll get the closest Braun shave yet. Flex Control from Braun, the last word in shavers.
Hello?
Honey, we need to get rid of my car.
Yeah, we need to make this someone else's problem.
We are not going to sell you someone else's problems. All of our used cars are reconditioned to be as good as new. If not, we just won't keep them. If we can't give it Gresham Dodge's 48-hour return policy and our 30-day guarantee, we'll wholesale it to another dealer. That takes all the risk out of buying a used car. Gresham Dodge, there's absolutely no reason to buy a used car anywhere else.
As a business owner, do you need to fuel your vehicles at odd hours? The Pacific Pride network of over 400 conveniently located cardlock sites are open 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. And the cardlock system is easy to use, with a fueling card that works much like an ATM card. This card also gives you a detailed printed record of each fuel transaction for your accounting purposes. So come join the growing numbers of companies that are using the Pacific Pride commercial fueling system. Give Stein Oil a call at 656-0377.
The NBA on TNT is brought to you by Subaru. Subaru is truly what to drive.
They say he's a vampire.
Don't move close for that picture. Minolta Freedom 70C zooms the picture to you.
He's not a vampire. He's an umpire.
Surprise your family with the best. Season's greetings from Minolta.
A test drive, 6 miles on smooth roads. If I was only driving 6 miles on smooth roads, I'd buy a bike. I'd get in shape. Let me test drive in rush hour traffic so I can see if it'll last like a Subaru. Let me test drive it to snowy Alaska so I can see if it has all-wheel drive like a Legacy. Don't take me around the block. Let's get it to 50 and slam the brakes so I can see if it offers anti-lock brakes like a Legacy. Test drives aren't real. What's real is the money I'm spending. Show me. Tell me. I have the money. I want to know what to drive.
Having the right friends will make a difference in your life.
If your friends pressure you to do something that you don't agree with, they are not your friends.
Bad influences, got to move those people aside and say, I'm focused, this is what I want.
Real friends don't steer you wrong. They always tell you, stay in school.
It's your best move.
Halftime. Hit the food locker.
When you're in the middle of a tight game, there's no time to stoke the fire. One Duraflame giant-sized fire log burns over 3 hours with no tending. This winter, keep lots of Duraflame on the sidelines.
This is Pioneer Home Theater, with Laserdisc images 60% sharper than most VCRs, the world's leading AV receivers, speakers customized for home theater, and a big screen picture that's real as life. From the leaders in audio and video. Home theater so advanced, you don't just watch it.
One of these engines was filled with Castrol Syntec, a new synthetic oil. The rest with conventional oils. They were then drained and started without oil to prove a point. You see, Syntec's unique molecular structure bonds to engine parts. Lab tests show it leaves a layer of protection far stronger than conventional oil. And if Syntec protects this well now, imagine if you leave it in. Castrol Syntec protects in ways other oils can't.
And Ernie Johnson. All right, thank you, Bob and Goose. Coming up, folks, it's the Reebok Halftime Report. You want bonus coverage? Of course you do. We have bonus coverage. You'll see the Golden State Warriors live against the Miami Heat down there at the Miami Arena. We'll also keep you updated on the Utah Jazz taking on the New Jersey Nets at Meadowlands Arena. And Olympic reunion as the Bulls and Wolves meet, and Mitch Richmond finally feeling like a king.
A contract can make you rich. The fans can make you famous. The press can make you a superstar. And the championship ring can make you immortal. But only the love can make you a player. You got the love.
Run it back.
When the name of the game is big-time entertainment, nobody plays it like TNT.
That's the silliest looking object I've ever seen.
The Reebok Halftime Report is brought to you by Reebok, who reminds you that life is short. Play hard.
All right, welcome to the Reebok Halftime Report. I'm Ernie Johnson. They are at the break at the Omni with the Hawks trailing the Bucks 55-48. We want to bring you some bonus coverage now. The Golden State Warriors, what a great start they had. Won 2 games on the road, then proceeded to lose 4 in a row. Tonight, they're in Miami taking on the Heat. Miami is perfect at home. 2 wins and no losses, and they got Grant Long in the lineup for the first time after signing a 7-year deal. Let's go to bonus coverage live at Miami Arena with Eric Reed and Jack Ramsey.
That's great body control.
Tim Hardaway picked up his 3rd foul. Team foul number 4 on Charlotte, and Bimbo Coles has been a spark plug for the Heat in the 3rd. Coles tonight making his 5th straight start.
That Coles was not rewarded with the free throw. Willie Burton at the board.
So Willie Burton hits the free throw. Miami gets the 3-point play, and they lead now by 11.
All right, with Jennings with the ball, watch Hardaway at the post. He loves to work down there.
They like to post him up because he's so strong. Heath Jennings finding Hardaway baseline. 7 on the 24. Hardaway with a lefty hook blocked by Sally. Long lead for Burton. Has Mullen to beat. Sweet move.
Willie Burton faking the pass behind his back. Takes the ball right to the hole. Big play.
Jennings for 3. Oh, book it. A monster 3 for a little guy. Keith Jennings, who has 7 points. Miami's lead is 10, 78-68.
Warriors now with that small lineup on the floor making every effort to push the ball. So when you score, you've got to bust your butt to get back on defense.
So briefly, Miami had a 13-point lead. 6 minutes left, 3rd quarter. Coles with the shot clock winding down, fires. That one doesn't go down for him. Owens out of the pack.
Oh, boy, that's pretty. How about 6'9", well over 200 pounds, handle the ball like a point guard.
All right, Billy Owens trying to keep Golden State in it. They're trying to snap a 4-game losing streak as they trail by 8 at Miami Arena. That is bonus coverage here on the Reebok Halftime Report. And when we return, Karl Malone, the #1 scorer in the NBA. He and the Jazz are in New Jersey tonight. Highlights and much more still to come.
Michael Proofer, speed skiing at 143 miles an hour. And with him, there's Sector. Sector, no limits. champagne.
Here's where Alka-Seltzer Plus fights tough cold with tough congestion, tough aches, tough sore throat.
This is why you need a tough medicine. Alka-Seltzer Plus Cold Medicine. The leading cold pill only relieves congestion, but Alka-Seltzer Plus relieves congestion, sore throat, headache, body aches. That's tough medicine.
You bet it's tough.
Alka-Seltzer Plus Cold Medicine. It's tough medicine. For a cold with a cough, try Alka-Seltzer Plus Cold and Cough Medicine.
They say he's a vampire.
Don't move close for that picture. Minolta Freedom 70C zooms the picture to you.
He's not a vampire. He's an umpire.
Surprise your family with the best. Season's greetings from Minolta.
Here they come from Radio Shack. Radio-controlled cars for supercharged fun. The new fast Black Phantom burns up the straightaway.
Watch me make this turn.
The new twin-motor Blue Flash has super grip tread.
Hills are no problem.
As tough as they come, the 4x4 off-roader takes on the rough terrain. And the Jumbo van carries cargo with style.
I'm out of here.
Radio-controlled cars for kids big and small. From Radio Shack, your Christmas electronics store.
Well, just a couple of miles down the road from our studio here in Atlanta, it's the Bucks over the Hawks, 55-48 at the break as the Reebok halftime report continues. The Utah Jazz, known as a great team at home, but they've lost 2 out of 3 at the Delta Center, much a surprise. But this year they're 2-0 on the road. They take their act to New Jersey tonight to take on the Nets, and there's Willis Reed, the Nets GM. These guys have lost 9 straight against Utah. Looked like more of the same early. Karl Malone strips Derek Coleman. Here's John Stockton. There's Ty Corbin. There's the feed to the mailman, who pops it home. 3-point lead for the Jazz. Chuck Daly's guys respond. Kenny Anderson running the show. Derek Coleman throwing it down. The Nets with a 1-point lead. Utah comes right back, though. Stockton, the leader in assists 5 years running in this league. Jay Humphries, all by his lonesome, bags the 3. Utah had an 8-point lead at that point. They are into the 4th period. Jazz, 78-61, trying to stay unbeaten on the road. The Boston Celtics and the Washington Bullets at the Cap Center. Purvis Ellison can't play. He's out with a twisted knee. Harvey Grant having a big first half. He had 17 points, also had this steal. Tom Gugliotta, the rookie, to Rex Chapman, who lays it in a 6-point bullet lead over the Celtics. Boston's X-Man. Little give and go with Kevin McHale. Tie game, late first. Go to the 2nd period. Rick Fox loses the ball. Rex Chapman to Mark Price's little brother, Brent. The layup for 2. Good tight ball game going on at the Cap Center. We saw Washington win for the first time on TNT last week. They trail by 3 into the 4th period against the Celtics. The Bulls and the Timberwolves at the Target Center. You got 25% of the dream team at this one with Pippen, Leitner, Jordan. Squaring off as Chicago meets Minnesota. There's B.J. Armstrong, strong to the hole and drawing the foul from Felton Spencer. Chuck Person with a 3-point play of his own. But Michael Jordan calls his own number around Thurl Bailey, throws it down, 10-point Chicago lead at that point. Right now they are at the half. Things pretty much in control for the 5-1 Bulls. They're up 67-44 over Minnesota. Dallas Mavericks and Charlotte Hornets are playing at the Charlotte Coliseum, and well, at least Charlotte's playing 85-55 in the 3rd over Dallas. Indiana and Denver are in the 3rd period, and it's the Pacers with a 79-50 lead over the Nuggets. 2nd period, Houston leading Sacramento 43-30, and the Cavs and the San Antonio Spurs are into the 2nd period. The Cavs with a 28-25 lead over San Antonio. And when the Reebok halftime report continues, you'll hear from Mitch Richmond. It took a year, but he's finally feeling like royalty.
Save 25% on selected Goodyear all-season radials for cars and light trucks. Save 25% on Invicta GS. Save 25% on Wrangler AT and HT. That's right, save 25%. Where? Goodyear. When? Now.
85 copies a minute. A full 3-year guarantee. Introducing the high-speed Mita DC 8585. Our most sizable contribution to business productivity ever.
Salsa Cycles just came back to AT&T.
Well, how come they won't take me back?
In fact, over 100,000 businesses have come back.
Hey, I'll make it 100,001.
Come back to AT&T now, and your small business will get credit for a whole month of long distance.
Oh, my whole career's a small business.
AT&T, we want you back.
Ah, come on, will you? Even my wife took me back. I mean, not for long. Oh, she'll hear from me, too.
And welcome back to the Reebok Halftime Report. Think back to last season. Opening night, Mitch Richmond is dealt from Golden State to Sacramento, and he's kind of crushed, going from a contender to a pretender. Well, you know, he's got 22 points a game. He's got a new contract extension, 5 years, $15 million. I tell you what, stuff like that will do wonders for your outlook.
I feel great. You know, I'm officially a Sacramento King. You know, it took me a year to kind of adjust, or a couple months. But, you know, hey, I'm here, and with the addition of St. Jean and with Walt Williams and Lionel Simmons, with all these guys, you know, getting to know them a little better. You know, I feel comfortable here now.
Feels comfortable, playing well. So are the Kings. They are 4-2. They take on the only unbeaten team in the league in Game 1 of our Friday night doubleheader here on TNT. The Blazers and the Kings will follow that one up from the Great Western Forum. Yeah, Michael and the Bulls visiting to take on the Lakers. That is Friday night here on TNT. Tonight, they're at the half. Milwaukee with a 55-48 lead over the Atlanta Hawks. We'll take you back down to the Omni for the third period right after this.
The Reebok Halftime Report has been brought to you by Reebok to remind you life is short. Play hard. NBA Friday on TNT. Double header. First, the Blazers and the Kings at 8. Then, Michael lands in L.A. as the Bulls meet the Lakers. NBA doubleheader Friday on TNT.
Race to rescue survivors.
Somebody wants to get to my station zebra.
Hides a deadly truth.
You and your men will stand away and release the cap.
Rock Hudson, Ice Station Zebra, after the NBA.
All right, gentlemen, today is the first day of basketball. All 27 or 28 guys for 12 positions.
Get up, nice and easy.
I assume you think you can play basketball.
A coach can put you on the team. Your teammates can make you hustle. A scout can get you a scholarship, and the right school can get you on the team.
Williams.
But love can make you a player.
Marcus.
You got the love.
Coleman. Pugh. Thomas.
Here's something that's happened to all of us at Christmas, the interesting gift.
Oh, this is so interesting.
Well, don't blame them. They just wanted to get you something special to show how fond they are of you. That's the spirit of Christmas. So this year, help them out. Go to G.I. Joe's, pick up one of these cards, and go through the store picking out all the things you'd really like to have, like a Lure Jensen top-load smoker for only $34.99, or a Huffy backboard and goal set for $64.88. Then leave it to us to, well, drop a hint.
Do you really like it?
Sweetheart, words fail me and tears fill me.
Hey, wake up, folks. It's time to think green. I'm not talking bums. I'm talking tires.
Drive on in to the Tire Factory and buy green, save green. Just look for the big green Kelly sign to save stacks of greenbacks on quality tires, like our Kelly Metric, as low as $29.95 from your Portland area tire factories.
So step on it. Buy green, save green. Kelly Green from the tire profession.
Well, the Atlanta Hawks with a 12-5 run the last 3.5 minutes pulled to within 7 points of the Milwaukee Bucks. But, Jack, this game primarily has been Milwaukee defense, points in the paint, transition baskets, and absence of Hawks defense.
Well, just as we thought coming into this ballgame, we talked about Milwaukee and the fact that they are very high in a lot of categories on the defensive end of the floor, and they showed why. In the first half of this game, they were stealing the ball and landed up uncontested on the other end because of that. They shot 48% for the first half. The Hawks shot well in the first period, but when the Bucks made that run in the second quarter, the Hawks shot only 30%. So that really tells one reason why the Bucks are up. And then the other thing, they've doubled the Hawks in the paint, which is somewhat surprising, 36-18. But as I mentioned, they've been able to do this the entire ball game. You see the steal right there, Alvin Robertson with 5 steals in the first half, and it leads to the basket, the little lay-in by Ala Abdenabi here. Excuse me, that is not Abdenabi on that. That's Avent, but both Avent and Abdenabi were able to do that. Get out on the break and get the layup.
And you had to say Abdenabi's name 3 times there.
Well, because,
nice job.
And it was tough to do. I mean, you have trouble saying it once. But talk about the steals. 9 steals. The bench scoring has been a factor because Blue Edwards hasn't been heard from much the Bucks with 21 points off the bench. Now you'll get a look at Ala Abdenabi on this play, I think, as the Bucks once again get the rebound and then get out on the break. You saw all the white shirts that were under the basket with the Bucks, but still they're able to get out on the break and get 2 easy ones on the other end.
Talk about Blue Edwards not playing, but, 13 minutes. That's because Todd Day played 13 and had 10 points.
Good point production, but here's what the Hawks need to do. They forced the outside shot, and so often we saw in the first half when the Hawks were successful, that's what happened. The Bucks put it up from the outside, initiated the fast break for the Hawks, and Dominique got the easy 2.
And he has 18 points, does Dominique. The only other double-figure scorer for Atlanta, Stacey Augmon, he got almost all of that in the first quarter. And the Arkansas connection, Bill Clinton,
yeah, right,
Robertson, Day, Mayberry, these are good days for Arkansas.
The NBA on TNT is brought to you by Chevy Trucks, the trucks you can depend on, and by Radio Shack, America's technology store.
I'm a real wild one, wild one.
When it comes to clean, fresh taste that won't fill you up and never let you down.
Stop! Southport!
Bud Light delivers.
I got an 88 Chevrolet Silverado with 304,000 miles. I drive it to work, 125 miles one way to work, 304,000 miles, still rolling.
This is a 1986 Chevrolet Scottsdale. The truck has now 577,000 miles on it. It always gives me my dollar when I needed my dollar.
Chevrolet, the most dependable, longest-lasting trucks on the road.
Keep tires on it, keep gas in it, it'll go.
Here they come from Radio Shack. Radio-controlled cars for supercharged fun. The new fast Black Phantom burns up the straightaway.
Watch me make this turn.
The new twin-motor Blue Flash has super grip tread.
Hills are no problem.
As tough as they come, the 4x4 off-roader takes on the rough terrain. And the jumbo van carries cargo with style.
I'm out of here.
Radio-controlled cars for kids big and small. From Radio Shack, your Christmas electronics store.
When we set out to design the new Geo Prism, the possibilities were endless. Then, step by step, we built a car that's as well thought out as it is well engineered. Once you see the end result, we think you'll agree. It all came together beautifully. Get to know the newest Geo Prism, at your Chevrolet Geo dealers.
Many times it starts with a phone call.
You betcha we can.
Somebody just needing some tires.
Oh, good.
They like what they hear, they come in. That's when it starts. The Les Schwab rhythm, a tempo all its own, an eagerness to please that just seems to fill up the store. Welcome to Les Schwab, where you'll not only experience the Les Schwab difference, you'll experience great fall savings. Les Schwab, we want to be your tire store.
What kind of room do you need in a van? How about playroom? Workroom? Family room? And most of all, breathing room for 7 adults.
Wow.
And even though it has more room than any minivan, it's still shorter than most mid-sized cars, so it's easy to drive. Introducing the mid-sized Volkswagen Eurovan, the world's biggest van for its size. Experience Barpignugan, only in a Volkswagen. See your Portland area.
In a world of constant change, there is one certainty. The financial strength of the rock. The Prudential, rock solid.
They say he's a vampire.
Don't move close to that picture. Minolta Freedom 70C zooms the picture to you.
He's not a vampire, he's an umpire.
Surprise your family with the best. Season's greetings from Minolta.
A contract can make you rich. The fans can make you famous. The press can make you a superstar, and the championship ring can make you immortal. But only the love can make you a player. You got the love.
Run it back. Riding fist bump is not good for my lunch. Bouncing my...
Every hour, we select a Chevy Cavalier to take a memorable trip at the factory over a very sophisticated bumpy road. We call it the squeak and rattle track, and it's one man's job to test Cavaliers and find problems before they get to you. It's a rough job, but someone's got to do it. Surprised that Chevy has a road, a test, and a man like this? You shouldn't be. What else would you expect from the heartbeat of America?
19 seconds to go, and Portland is up by 2. Worthy will inbound to Perkins. Perkins gets the ball in the hands of Scott. Scott, Worthy, Scott, back to Worthy. Worthy underneath for Perkins. He blows the 2. The ball's on the floor. To the side. Porter has it. Wexler, they're going to win it. Breakaway. Rip City. Yes, sir. I love this game.
Hold it. What is this, automatic co-pilot? Who's this guy talking to? For once, I want to see the whole picture. Yeah, letterbox.
TNT Special Letterbox Edition 2001, A Space Odyssey. Tuesday. Time is running out for the people on Earth and 3 men trapped in space. 2 sci-fi thrillers back-to-back. A sci-fi fright double feature. Wednesday night beginning at 8 Eastern on TNT.
This is Meta plain paper fax. And this is, well, whoa. This is a thermal fax. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. But it's hard to erase. Oh, boy. Which one is better? Well, which one looks better to you? Let me just straighten this.
Call 1-800-ABC-META.
They say our personality traits are formed at an early age. Presenting the 3.1-liter V6 Rodeo from Isuzu. After all, growing up does have its rewards.
Stay within the lines. The lines are our friends. Stay within... The lines are our friends.
Introducing the world's first V6 Crayon.
Are you listening?
The Isuzu Rodeo, built to go way outside the lines.
What kind of room do you need in a van? How about playroom? Workroom? Family room? And most of all, breathing room for 7 adults.
Wow.
And even though it has more room than any minivan, it's still shorter than most mid-sized cars, so it's easy to drive. Introducing the mid-sized Volkswagen Eurovan, the world's biggest van for its size. Experience Barpignugan, only in a Volkswagen. See your Portland area Volkswagen retailer.
Hello?
Honey, we need to get rid of my car.
Yeah, we need to make this someone else's problem.
We are not going to sell you someone else's problems. All of our used cars are reconditioned to be as good as new. If not, we just won't keep them. If we can't give it Gresham Dodge's 48-hour return policy and our 30-day guarantee, we'll wholesale it to another dealer. That takes all the risk out of buying a used car. Gresham Dodge, there's absolutely no reason to buy a used car anywhere else.
45, even 45 paid, even 46 per pound, $4,700 phone, tiny on 47.5.
What'll it be, fellas?
Make it a Bud Light.
Sorry. This is the last one.
Well, I think I've been. I can take that one.
What do you want to give for it? I'm a 2 and a 10. Give me 10, a 20 big. Give me 20 now, 30. Give me 30 now, 40 big. Give me 40 now, 50. Give me 50 now, 60 big. Give me 60 now, 70. Give me 70 now, 80.
If you want great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down, make it a Bud Light.
Bud Light, please.
Sorry, boys.
This is the last one.
Now you can play in the mud without being taken to the cleaners. Presenting the Isuzu Rodeo Lease. See your dealer for details. Right now, Isuzu's making it a little bit easier to maneuver through bad roads, mud, snow, and loan officers. Presenting the Isuzu Rodeo Lease. See your dealer for details.
Introducing Levi's loose-fitting jeans. A loose interpretation of the original.
And welcome back to our Atlanta studios. I'm Ernie Johnson. Our featured game tonight, Milwaukee 114 over Atlanta 106. We also had bonus coverage tonight of the Golden State Warriors and the Miami Heat. Golden State trying to snap a 4-game losing streak, playing at Miami Arena where the Heat were 2-0, and Chris Mullin, the always helpful one, helping to mop the floor up down there. John Sally follows the bimbo. Cole's missing, throws it down. Tim Hardaway plays the passing lane so well here, makes the steal. Sally can't catch him. Hardaway gives Golden State a 6-point lead. Grant Long made his debut for Miami, had held out, was unsigned, signed a 7-year deal, and had 7 points on the night. Don Nelson's guys in for a fight. Hardaway blocked by John Sally. Back comes Miami. Willie Burton on the other end. A little ball fake and rolls it home. Keith Jennings, what a night for this rookie out of East Tennessee State. Mr. Jennings, they call him, and 22 points. That's a career high. End of the third period. Tim Hardaway, that ugly J, he's got skills and throws it in there. The three-pointer goes, and Golden State pulls away late to win it 125-119, snapping a 4-game losing streak. The Celtics and the Bullets at the Cap Center. Yeah, Red Celtics off to a sluggish start at 2-4. Robert Parrish starts the break with the block and finishes it off the glass. 5-point lead over the Bullets. Fourth period, Doug Overton was big off the bench for Washington. 11 points all in the second half. This is 81-77 Bullets on top as they bid for their second win. And then it's Overton to Grant to Price and back to Harvey Grant, who had 34, tying his career high. It's 86-80 Bullets. Boston's Kevin McHale gives Boston its final lead at 93-92. Washington led by 2 in the closing seconds. Tom Gugliotta, the other rookie, he's the guy who ices it. 101-97. Washington wins it. Boston is 0-4 against Atlantic Division rivals. Their 2-5 start. They're worse since 78-79, the year before Larry Bird got there. Utah and New Jersey at Brendan Byrne Arena. Nets were down 6 at the half. Third period, Utah goes on an 11-4 run. Karl Malone starts the running game and will finish it. He's the leading scorer in the NBA with over 31 a game. 15-point Utah lead. The Nets try to keep it interesting. A 16-4 run in the fourth. Kenny Anderson going to work on John Stockton, cuts the lead to 6. But it's the mailman who matched his season low with 29. Yeah, that's the kind of start he's off to, folks. 29 matches his season low. The mailman in Utah. Winners, 108-97. A 3-0 start on the road is the best ever for the Jazz. The Bulls and the Minnesota Timberwolves at the Target Center. Jimmy Rogers not going with quite as much moose tonight. I think he's finally got the look here with the T-Wolves. Horace Grant, Michael Jordan, 14-2 run, 12-point Chicago lead. Phil Jackson got this thing in cruise control. Scottie Pippen to Horace Grant, alley-oop. Harvey had a big night, so did Horace. He had 24. And here's Jordan. We've seen him do this before. Makes the layup late in the quarter, steals the inbound, still got time, jam it down. Yeah, that kind of a night for Chicago. The Bulls are now 6-1, 124-103 winners over the Timberwolves. Elsewhere, Indiana with an easy win at home against Denver. Rick Smits had 27 points. He played 23 minutes as they rout the Nuggets. Charlotte, a 134-111 winner over Dallas. You had Larry Johnson with 21, Alonzo Mourning 15 points, 14 boards, 5 blocks. The bad news for the Hornets, Johnny Newman, who'd been averaging 20 points a game, broke a bone in his left hand. You see he's out 5 to 6 weeks. Sacramento Kings and Houston Rockets are in the fourth period, and Houston having won 2 straight. Well, the best thing they ever did was get out of Japan, where they'd lost. They have a 10-point lead. San Antonio 83-74 over Cleveland as they play in the fourth. Just underway, Seattle with a 15-8 lead over New York after losing for the first time last night. And the Pistons and the L.A. Clippers
are just about to tip it off at the LA Sports Arena. Remember, Friday night here on TNT, we've got a doubleheader for you. The Portland Trail Blazers, unbeaten, the only unbeaten bunch in the league, visiting Arco Arena to take on the Sacramento Kings, followed by Michael Jordan and the Bulls taking on the Lakers. That's at the Great Western Forum. Here on TNT tonight, you saw the Atlanta Hawks at home lose to the Milwaukee Bucks, who are now 5-2, 114-106. The Bud player of the game comes your way next, and we'll see you again on Friday night.
We need a break.
We need a break.
A McDonald's break.
Yeah, a Big Mac.
Fries.
Yeah, large fries.
An ice-cold medium Coke Classic.
Oh, give me a break.
Everything, all of it right now, just $2.99.
$2.99 for all that?
Are we getting a break?
Yes.
I get a Big Mac sandwich, large fries, and a medium Coke, all for just $2.99? That's incredible.
Extra value meals. What you want is what you get at McDonald's today.
There is an old woman who lives in a shoe. She plays electronic games when her work is through. Little Miss Muffet makes curds and whey with her mini food processor most every day. Jack is nimble, Jack is quick. He flies choppers over the candlestick. Goldilocks, with eyes so bright, says Smart Pear teaches me just right. The three little pigs started a band. Their rap mic makes the music grand. For hundreds of toys and so much more, shop Radio Shack, your Christmas electronics store.
They say he's a vampire.
Don't move close to that picture. Minolta Freedom 70C zooms the picture to you.
He's not a vampire. He's an umpire.
Surprise your family with the best. Season's greetings from Minolta.
They come together to compete. Every day, they challenge their limitations. Striving for excellence, they find what is special in sports and in themselves. Join the NBA in supporting all Olympic athletes. They're special.
Did you see that? 2 minutes left and it's a tie ball game.
It looks like the home team's burned out.
Even when your team is exhausted, Duraflame's giant-sized fire log will still be burning strong. This winter, keep lots of Duraflame on the sidelines.
The NBA on TNT is brought to you by Bud Light. If you want great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down, make it a Bud Light. And by Isuzu, makers of incredible four-wheel drives, including the Isuzu Rodeo, Amigo, and the all-new, thoroughly redesigned Isuzu Trooper.
Milwaukee with the 8-point win over the Atlanta Hawks tonight to go to 5-2 and remain one game behind Chicago in the Central. Hawks fall to 2-4. This was the first of a three-game homestand for Atlanta. Tonight's Budweiser player of the game, Alvin Robertson, who flirted with a quadruple double.
9 assists, 7 steals to go with his 20 points and 10 rebounds, and he did it just about from everywhere, but he got his start on the defensive end of the floor so often. I mean, it led to easy opportunities on the other end. As you'll see right here, the Hawks just never could get a handle on him. And great passing also leads to a basket right here. But Robertson with one of those games that don't come very often, but typical of this guy and where he's playing this season.
4 Milwaukee Bucks in double figures tonight. Coming up on Friday night, 8 o'clock Eastern Time, we'll have the Blazers at Sacramento, then followed by the Chicago Bulls. One again tonight. The Bulls are 6-1 on the season at the Los Angeles Lakers. So that's our doubleheader. Coming up next on TNT, we'll be inside the NBA after that game on Friday night, I should say. Tonight, however, follow me closely here, Ice Station Zebra starring Rock Hudson, Jim Brown, and Ernest Borgnine following the game tonight. For Jack Gibbons, this is Bob Neal saying so long from Atlanta.
Only one airline flies non-stop to more cities in Europe than all these airlines combined. Delta, we love to fly, and it shows.
Attention sports fans.
Introducing the hottest sports collectible of the year, the inflatable football helmets, recognized by the NFL as the best new novelty of the year. Pick your favorite team. Everybody loves them. It's the perfect gift for the sports fan in your life. Great for the game room, the kids' bedroom, and to show your support for your favorite team at the stadium. Featuring the authentic, officially licensed NFL team logos. Kids, teams, adults, everybody, even the fan who has it all will love the inflatable football helmet. Made tough to last for many seasons. They're guaranteed to be one of this year's most favorite gifts. All 28 National Football League teams are represented, so take your pick right now through this special TV offer.
To order your official NFL inflatable helmet, call 1-800-421-2000 or send $19.95 plus $4.50 shipping to NFL Helmet, P.O. Box 8449, Atlanta, Georgia. Sorry, no CODs. Mail-in orders, please designate your favorite team. Call now, 1-800-421-2000.
Kids aren't the only ones playing with toy cars these days, especially since good skills with the remote control could mean Blazer tickets and a trip to the Toyota Grand Prix and Disneyland. It's all part of the Toyota Mini Grand Prix happening at your Portland Metro Toyota dealers. Stop by and enter to win a position in the races to be held during a Blazer game. If chosen to race, you'll win a pair of Blazer tickets, plus you'll qualify for cash prizes and the grand prize, a trip for two to the Toyota Grand Prix and Disneyland in Southern California. For details, stop by your Portland Metro Toyota dealer.
You are getting hungry. You are getting very hungry. You want a colossal burger and fries from Burgerville, where burgers come from. When you awake, you will rush to Burgerville for a colossal and fries the first time someone says, "Hey there." Ready? Awake. Hey there.
These are the heroes who've united to take on the world. And this is their story. America's Dream Team, the quest for Olympic gold. This book traces America's proud Olympic tradition and offers an intimate look at the greatest team ever assembled. Follow their journey with behind-the-scenes photos from the first whistle of training camp to the final buzzer in Barcelona. Don't miss this chance to reserve your copy of America's Dream Team for only $24.95. Call 1-800-854-2200. Order now.